Hi, this is Beth with All Array of Light, here for a card pull and message. Today is Thursday, January the 9th, 2020, and I'm in my car again. And it's a rainy day here today, which is kind of nice. It's been very dry. And I am reading from the Angel Therapy Oracle card, and I have to laugh because I have a couple of decks in the car with me. I was pulling cards. Every message was feeling more personal and not so much something that I felt like the guides wanted to give the message to a larger audience. One of the cards I pulled was this one, Cut Your Cords. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I felt like this was probably just a personal message. I put it back in the deck. I'm like, okay, guides, you know, what do I need to for everybody else? I need to cut cords, but what about for everybody else? And what do I go and do? I pulled the same card. So obviously this is the message for people out there. And in the meaning in this one is, ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. And the message that the guides are kind of adding with that is all of us need to be cutting our collective cords of fear, not just for our personal relationships in our life, but I'm getting like the stronger collective. We need these destructive cords that we have attached to each other that are really based on fear and anger. And fear really is the core. This can be as complicated of a process or as simplified as a process that you need that to be. I just kind of center myself, do kind of like some breathing, surround myself with white light, and kind of get in touch with my body and ask, you know, if there's any places that I've got cords attached to anyone, that be made known to me. And then I picture either a pair of giant scissors whacking it like those giant fabric scissors, except about 10 times bigger, or like a sword. And you know, and it's always based on who comes to mind. And it could be somebody that is still in your life that you love, but that there's like a toxic cord attachment between the two of you. After I whack it, so to speak, I picture placing something at the end of that cord, something that's meaningful for me, like a flower or a crystal, or the picture of an angel, or if you whatever your spiritual person that you work with, you could put Jesus or whatever the goddess, any image that you wanted, to kind of almost putting a band-aid or a block to it so those cords don't reattach. In this prayer in this book is, Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Please cut the cords of fear that have been blocking or draining me in the past. I'm now willing to trade all pain for peace. I like that prayer. I might use that next time. And I think the bottom line of it is just the recognition that we are all energy, that, you know, at times we have had angers and fears and resentments, and, you know, that binding, you know, the more powerful that relationship is, the more long-standing that relationship is, the more your feelings are engaged with that relationship, the more you might have that feeling of attachment. But they are telling me the larger piece is also that we need to be doing this collectively. My feeling with that is anybody who feels themselves as maybe that's part of their service here on humanity, light workers or healers, or anybody that is kind of drawn to that, might want to extend this process to collective energies. I'm kind of feeling like I might be doing like a meditation around that or something, like kind of whacking off the collective energies of fear that we're having here and putting a place of peace. So anyway, I hope this made sense. I'm as foggy, I think, as the day is in Texas. And I hope everybody's doing as well as can be expected, given this very intense time we're in. And blessings.